with Andy Woodman after the 1-0 win at AFC Wimbledon. And I'm going to start with the fans. First things first. 1,000.
Well, that's good, mate. Because you know what? I was hoping. I said to these guys, I wonder if Mash is going to start with that sort of like face again behind the camera that no one sees. And it's good to see you smiling now.
So I was thinking behind. I was like, before we start, I was like, no, I'm going to come with a different agenda today. But the fans, 1,200 of them.
Amazing.
Obviously, thoroughly enjoying themselves. But I think, in a weird way, it's the size of that fan base coming to a ground like this, which says how far this club has now come. That's what Bromley take away from home.
That's fantastic. I mean, unbelievable. I can't stress how grateful I am and the players are. And I say it, and I don't say this loosely, and I hope they listen to this. We don't get that result without them. Those players in there know without them, we don't get that result. And it's not us and them. We know that when we have bad days, they're right behind us, and when we have good days, they're right with us. And it's brilliant. I can't stress it enough. They are so important, and we're so grateful. Really are. Really are. I mean, 1,200. It's phenomenal. I don't think we was getting that when I first come to the club at home games. So, like you say, we've come a long way, and we're winning a few hearts and minds on the route as well. It's good.
Most definitely. And what I found quite interesting about today's game is Bradford was only on Tuesday night, and yes, Bromley have only conceded 1 in the last 5, but to get this performance only 3 days after a sucker punch at the end against Bradford
and a penalty decision, which I ain't let go, by the way. I don't know if I should be saying that, but we should have been another win. We'd have had 5 and 5. I'm telling you, that's bitterness by me, but it's true. Those moments are key moments.
So actually, interesting that you referenced that, because how did you lift the players again to go again against a team that also, like Bradford, don't concede many, hadn't lost yet this year, but at half time I wrote down that Bromley should have gone in 1-0 up at least. So on the balance of play, you can say that's a completely deserved win there. Yeah,
absolutely. Look, the way I get these players up for it is quite easy. We're all grafting together, and I say it, Mash. We weren't the second best team that went up in the National League last year. Everyone says, you're the second best team, and got carried away with. We were about the 10th or 12th team, but what we had the biggest heart and the biggest belief, and we had this belief from me to the staff to the players that we could achieve that last year, and we've got that same belief. And I'm telling you, when I do certain things with these boys, I don't really want to let the cat out of the bag. They at certain stages they look at me as if I'm a crankpot. They look at me as if I'm a lunatic. Guess what? They're starting to believe what I'm telling them now, and we've got 12 cup finals left.
I know that you started with Brooklyn today, which I thought was a big call, because Brooklyn hasn't had a start yet, and it would have been easy to go a bit more defensive. So what was the thinking behind giving Brooklyn his first start
Brooklyn's
today?
Been brilliant. I mean, he's been brilliant in training. He's been chomping at the bit. Look, that's what I do. I chuck these boys in. You're going to find out about him. It's probably unlucky Nathan didn't play. He was close to playing at some point. We'll chuck these boys in because that's what we have to do. And equally, I trust these boys that are going to go and serve up a performance. Marcus Eiffel, bless his heart, he's come straight from 21's football, and he's done an 80-yard run, and then he's realised I've got to run back and defend now, and he was gone. But you know what? He showed heart, the desire and the heart for what we're about, and that team of players clapped him in there after, knowing he's had a tough 15 minutes there. Welcome to league football. You know what? And they will buy into that boy now, because he just showed grit and determination for that last 15 minutes, and that's what we are, Mash.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. And at the back, obviously you've got the experience of Byron, but I'm gonna single out Deji here, because we forget that Deji's had to make his way back into the game after a long layoff. Thought he put in a Rolls-Royce performance today.
Deji's been excellent. I think we'd be mad not to overlook the captain.
Yep.
He's been brilliant. He's my go-to guy every year. I keep saying, going to try and get you out of the team. Webby. I actually had that conversation with him, and every year he produces when I need him. You're right. It was a stellar performance by the whole back four and the goalkeeper. That said, there was a lot of good blocks in front of him as well. So delighted.
So you said, I'll finish here, but you said I can see the chairman out to the corner of my eye, but you said 12 more. 12
more cup finals. That's what I was writing the ball today when I had the meeting with the players.
I'm looking at the chairman saying 12 more as well.
We had 13 cup finals. Listen, the chairman knows 13 is my lucky number.
Yeah.
And I put up on the board today, we've got 13 games. It starts here now. If you are really serious about achieving something as a group of players, then it starts here today. 13 cup finals. We've got 12 now, and we're bang on course for what I want to hit. Bang on course.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you.
Thank you.